Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? I remembered to unmute myself. Isn't that lovely of me? I think it is. So hey, I'm DC. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, all the places under DC Lasair. That's DC Lasair. And if you type !DC into my chat, you get to go to dclasair.bio.link for all of my links. Yay, all the links. So welcome to Tech Friday. Today I'll be going over what I use to stream as we are wrapping up the year. So just 2 Tech Fridays left in the year. Don't know what I'm going to do for next week, but the final one will be like a year in review of just stuff that either come out or that I found. So not necessarily released in 2023, but stuff I started using in 2023. So yeah, we'll do that. And Kitty has just interrupted, so we have to take a moment to pet the kitty. Come here, kitty. Hi. How you doing? Hope you're all doing good. Hope you're all looking forward to the weekend. If you're going to GaryCon in March, I will be at GaryCon. I will have a panel on producing TTRPG streams there. When it's scheduled, they'll be up. So it's been approved, but not scheduled. So as soon as it's scheduled, I can release the link to everybody. And yeah, maybe get another sellout panel. It's weird, like at Gen Con, I've sold out my panel twice, 2 years in a row, which is amazing. So I'm going to hope to do that again at GaryCon. Sorry, cat needs pets. Have to pet the cat. It's important. So yeah, feel free to, if you stream, tell me about your setups, things you like doing, that type of thing. What you doing, huh? You still need pets? Do you want to come see everybody? Am I going to make you see everybody? Yes, I am. Yes. Cat comes first. We can wait. Yes, this is Hannah. Everyone say hi. This is my favorite kitty on the internet because it is my kitty. Hey, Herb, welcome on in. Hey, Rex. Oh, look at this. It's time to yeah, being very well behaved for stream today too. Oh, now it's time to get down. Good job. Congratulations. That was like, I don't know, 5 seconds, something. That's got to be a record. All right. I know. That breaks a record, right? Okay, I'm gonna take the cat upstairs a second. Be right back. Okay, come on, let's go. Yeah. All right. Welcome. Thanks for sticking around while I made sure my cat was all right. All right. Stuff I use to stream. Let's get into this. Face on, hello, welcome on in. Glad to see you. So we're gonna break over to the demo window, and I want to cover hardware first. So let's hide that a minute. And I'm going to use Droid Cam here. It's going to be a little shaky because I got to get in everything. But I want to show, we're going to cover hardware first. So as far as camera goes, I'm using a Elgato Facecam Pro. And I got 3 monitors in front of me. My lights, which I'm not going to put on camera because that's very bright. 2 Elgato key lights, a couple lights I use for, that are kind of photography lights, but they were relatively inexpensive on Amazon. So I have one over here going to my green screen. Light your green screen, everybody. And I have one here above me that does this. And then I found little lights for like $20. And that there's another light over there that goes to my my green screen as well. Why do you light your green screen? Get rid of all the shadows. You know, when you see a green screen and someone has a dark shadow around them, yeah, they just got put light to their green screen. So let's turn on Droid Cam here, and you'll see a thing. As soon as it comes up, decides to start. Hey, there we go. Look. So we'll start on the left. Got the Rodecaster Duo, which you can see my audio going. And if I hit a button, that's my applause button. I thought the shadows were spirit guardians. Wow. And then just to show you the desk setup, there's the microphone. Let's see if we can focus this a little better. Sorry, my hands are a little shaky, so I have a problem holding steady. There's the microphone. There's you all. There's part of my monitors, the stream decks, the keyboard. Right? Yay! Oh, and take a look at keyboard, and then we'll talk about all this in a second here. But oh, let me move the mic out of the way. Ooh, look at this low profile mic arm. Again, apologize for the shakiness. It's just how it is. There's the new keyboard. All right. And yes, you can see the AirFly dongle I have in that allows the AirPods to hear this particular port. On chat, and yeah, so let's stop that. Whoop. Stop. Yes, stop, please. And then I can end the shakiness here. But yeah, so that's kind of my layout there. So the Rodecaster Duo controls my my audio, my mic audio. I have a Shure SM7B, which is this microphone right here that you're hearing me through. Got readjusted a little. Now, a lot of this stuff I got because friends were willing to sell it to me for less than what it is, or community donations, which thank you, everybody that's ever subscribed or donated to my Ko-Fi or signed up for my Patreon. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You allowed me to get some of this stuff. So yeah, there's stuff I've spent a couple of years now getting all this together. And like this mic, I did not pay full price for this because I got it used off a friend. Otherwise, I wouldn't have this mic. So with that caveat in mind, so the I have the 4 sliders, which I love this thing. It's great. Of course, you saw the 3 Stream Decks. So I have 1 Stream Deck for audio and camera stuff. Like, I can zoom in. Ooh, look at me zooming in with a dial. Let's set that back to where it was. There we go. I can even pan. Oh no, I went away. Here I am. Pan back. Look at me panning. I'm panning. This is panning. Yeah, this is the dials on the Stream Deck. Then I have the Stream Deck XL, which does all the scene switching. And then the other Stream Deck does like all my tools for demonstration purposes. Everything. I have feeding that in my computer. I have an AverMedia capture card to capture my gameplay. And let's see here. You all saw my keyboard, which I really like this smaller keyboard because it saves me a bunch of space. And I'm looking around, making sure I covered everything I have going into my computer. And I have a computer specifically with many USB ports. Springleaf, hello! Plus I have a powered USB strip down there for down below on the floor, just behind, in front of me, I suppose. That I have my Stream Decks plugged into, and it works fine. It's a really good one. So yeah, that's the basic hardware layout. Do I still have that graphic? So here's my PC specs, if you were ever wondering what I use. There you go. That was the new machine this year. So yeah, and if you missed that, you can go back and pause the video, see that. Let's see here. What else do I use for hardware? I think that's it. Again, Stream Decks are my favorite thing. I don't know what I'd do without them. Do you need a Stream Deck? Not necessarily. I highly recommend getting something like a Stream Deck, whether that be Touch Portal or any of the other things like that. I would recommend something like a Stream Deck. AverMedia has a solution. So whatever you like, I of course Stream Deck. It's the things. So a device like that, whether you're using software on an old tablet like you could with Touch Portal, it does make your life easier to have some sort of switching device next to you or near you. Excuse me. So yeah, it just makes it easier to switch scenes and do various functions. As much as I highly recommend a Stream Deck, if you don't like Stream Decks, there are other solutions. But get yourself something if you stream. You'll just be making your life easier. Let's see here. There was something else. Like, you don't need the Rodecaster Duo. I have the Rodecaster Duo for very specific purposes, and I can set audio up for different shows. Just the way I can route my audio and control it. And, do things like this. Oh, Herb. Now that you're here, I made a graphic that was inspired by you. So here's this one. Get ready. Yeah. And then it fades after a while on its own. And I also improved the producer to the stars graphic. Check this out. Okay. Pound internet famous, right? Hashtag internet famous. Sorry, some of y'all may not know that that was also a pound key at some point, but yeah, this is probably my. So those are probably my favorite things I've done this week for my stream. Yeah. This was done in that was completely done in Canva. So was the producer to the stars. I added the sound effect, and so it's a multi-action button to get into the weeds of it. But yeah, love it. All right, talking about hardware here. Get back into it. So microphones, you can make any microphone sound really good. Again, I do have a problem with, if you see a microphone for less than 50, though you can make any microphone sound good. Some microphones, yeah, less than 50 is very sketchy for me, just because I haven't heard great microphones below that price point, or microphones I could safely recommend and say, yeah, sure, go for it. But once you get into the 100, 150 in there, you'll probably be fine. USB, XLR, whatever. You can make any mic sound great. You really can. It just depends how much other work you need to do to your room and your audio adjustments, things like that. And cameras can make most cameras look pretty good, just depending on lighting, things like that. Lighting, the angle of it, sharpness. So, one second. I gotta sneeze again. Sorry. Allergies. All right. Thanks for bearing with me there. And so, yeah. Now, so that's my hardware. If you have any questions, or if I didn't cover anything enough, let me know. And I'll let you know why I use it, how I use it, that type of thing. Like, if the Stream Deck things wasn't clear, or why I use the Rodecaster Duo. Because you don't need a Rodecaster Duo to stream really well. You don't. It was a very specific reasons I got it. It because I produce various shows. There's functions on it that make my life easier, and I can even record the audio of that particular show. So if whoever I'm producing for wants some clean audio, they have just an audio file that maybe they can use to use for their podcast later or whatever. And that's a function within the Rodecaster Duo, and it's not taking up my computer resources. It's the internal hardware of the Rodecaster Duo doing all that work. So that was a bonus for it. But again, you don't need to get a Rodecaster Duo to effectively stream or have great audio or anything like that. Let's see. What else do I have here? Microphones, keyboards are very much your preference. I just needed something that wasn't as huge because now that I do have a Rodecaster Duo and the 3 Stream Decks, I just need a little more space on my desk. As that. Oh, other hardware I should talk about is behind me is a green screen. Yeah, it's the Elgato one, not the extra long one, but I think it was one of their first ones. So I use that. I love a green screen. Get to do many backgrounds. Get to look fancy. Let's see. So I talked about lights. Another point of lights. While I have 2 Elgato key lights, you can do that. Or if you just have a ring light that shines on your face, yay. If you get a light, I highly recommend one where you can control the brightness and the color temperature. And because I am very, very pale person, I up the color temperature on my lights into more orange color because it makes it look like I have skin and I'm not a ghost. So whatever light you use, look for not just brightness, not just different colored lights, but color temperature and brightness, and it will help your look tremendously. Yeah, so the Elgato key lights both allow me to control color temperature and brightness. Perfect. And if you do want RGB, well, you can do that too. Get some great effects, depending on your setup. But basically, one ring light that shines right on your face, and get yourself a backlight too, or a light on your head. And yeah, you'll be good to go. If it is any consolation, they use Brendan Lee Mulligan as a bounce light source for other cast members, as he is also a fellow pale person. Yes, that is another trick you can do. Not hire Brendan Lee Mulligan to stand in a corner, but to bounce your light. If you only have one light and you want to add a little more to it, you can get white foam core board and just take your light, bounce it off, and make sure it bounces back onto you, and you can get a nice highlight just bouncing your own light without, hey, it's your budget, do as you will, right? But yeah, so just a white piece of foam core. You can find them cheap at hobby stores. Set it up on your light so it bounces. You'll hear the term bounce card sometimes. So one of the few times whiteness has ever truly served the masses. Yes, exactly. Sorry, I had to check that. But you do want to use a white or a silver. That'll be most likely a white foam core board. Just bounce the light back on your face, and yeah, it can look pretty good. And I also, all the lights you get will probably be LED. I highly recommend going LED. There are TV studio lights that are older that were just bulbs, but they were very intense and very hot, and they had to be a distance away so you weren't sweating your cast, or catching things nearby on fire. There's one solution I haven't managed yet, and that's the overhead lighting in my kitchen. Not trying to hang anything to cover that. Yeah. Yeah, but I have to say, Herb, what you currently do looks great. But yeah, so bouncing light, because when you're a college student doing projects, and you get equipment from the equipment room, you sign it out, and you need an extra light. Bouncing light is your friend. I did that a ton on my college projects. I'm like, yep, bouncing the light. Yeah. All right. So yeah, lighting, consider that. You do want some sort of backlight just to separate. Backlight separates yourself from your background, and it kind of shines on you. That's why I have the overhead light there. And then if you have a green screen, dedicate a light to it, or a couple lights. I have a couple lights dedicated to it, because you gotta knock down those shadows on the green screen. And then you can do adjustments in OBS or whatever you use to make it look pleasant. All right, let's get into software. Oh boy, this is quite a category. So, the one thing I'm going to recommend highly, as frustrating as it can be sometimes, is if you stream, you use OBS. Just don't waste your time with other software. Use OBS. If you have specific needs to use very expensive software like vMix or something, great, but you're going to have very specific needs for that. Trying to accomplish something, and you have the budget to buy the very expensive vMix software, or some other package like that. Otherwise, use OBS Studio. Don't bother with the Streamlabs fork or anything else. Just OBS Studio. You'll be happy. Your streams will be good. There's so much customization you can do that you can't do with other things. As far as something that's a absolute need, absolute something you must have, it's OBS. It's OBS Studio, not Streamlabs, not any of the other ones. That is the only truly hard recommendation I'll probably give, because other solutions are completely up to you, but believe me, you'll find a lot more success. Even though stuff will break on it and things like that, you're going to find that with anything you use. OBS is going to be your best bet for success. I've tried the other things too. Nothing comes close to the customization you can do with OBS. As you know, I haven't found anything that. There's other software that's kind of neat, but OBS is the way to go. So if you're getting it from, so yeah, their website is obsproject.com. If you're getting it from there, then yay. That's what you want. right there. So that's again, I'm mainly covering what I use, but if you're asking me for a recommendation, you want an OBS. It's available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. So yeah, do the thing. Use just regular OBS. As far as software that I use, so audio routing is always an issue. But thanks this year to Logitech, they brought in the Mixline software, which it's still in beta. I don't know if you can still sign up for it, but when it releases or if you can get in on the beta still, I don't know. I highly recommend it. I'll show it off here and activate that window for everybody. Bam, here's So here's my Mixline. And inputs and outputs. And if you need to add an input, you can just hit plus and get your list here. So as you can see, for Spotify, I have it going to Rodecaster Duo Secondary, which is obviously a channel on my Rodecaster Duo. So I can control the volume. I can hear it in my AirPods without having to do some weird audio trickery in my Rodecaster Duo. It just goes there. And it also goes through my speakers when I need it to go through my speakers. When I stream, I don't need it to go through my speakers because that audio might interfere with my microphone. So I just shut that off. And then when I play Spotify, you're hearing it through Rodecaster Duo Secondary. I'm hearing it through my AirPods. And yeah. Well, I can guarantee I hear it through my AirPods. I am hearing it through my Rodecaster Duo. This is true. Okay. As you can see, the software's going. And as you can see, I got games separated. So Vampire Survivors, which they have a new DLC coming out. We're going to get into Baldur's Gate 3. ReCentral, that's the AverMedia stuff. So when I use my Switch or my PlayStation, the software they is called ReCentral. And same setup. Discord, Sea of Stars, and Stream Deck. So I have some audio things that are just on the Stream Deck that I can now replicate with the Rodecaster Duo. That's the thing. But like I have a record scratch sound. And let's see. I have the record scratch on the Duo itself. That one came from the Stream Deck. So this Mixline software makes audio routing incredibly easy. If you find any software that allows you just to take the application name once you turn it on and just connect it to the channel you want, your life is going to be a lot easier. I don't have to, I can see right where this goes, right where Spotify goes. I don't have to worry about the signal not getting there. I can follow these lines if I wanted to. But yeah, so if you can get Mixline, another high recommend, or there is some audio mixing software that allows you to do a similar thing. But yeah, the software to hardware association here makes your life easy. And so you just leave your, yes, you can change your software where a signal goes in the Windows mixer that comes with Windows, or the mixer for Macs, but you just leave those all on default and you don't touch them, and then you make all the connections through Mixline and make sure Mixline starts up with everything else, which you can do right here. Automatically start Mixline when you log into Windows, and that way your audio is going to wherever you need right away. So let's see here. Let's let's look up and see if you can get Mixline. Again, there are a couple other audio solutions that do similar things. Let's see here. Yes, so there still says sign up for beta, but if you want to find it, if you're looking specifically for Mixline, there's that. So it's made my life a lot easier figuring out audio routing, because audio is the final boss. And if you can find something to do this for you in software, Mixline is a brilliant solution for that. Like I said, I'm blanking on... There is free audio mixing software available that does like this, but I'm blanking on the name completely. And like I saw it once mentioned in a video, and then I completely forgot what it was called. But you can do this with, like I'm doing this with the Rodecaster, if you use the Wavelink software that comes with the Wave microphones. You can do the same thing. As you can see, add outputs. Like my Elgato Virtual Audio Wavelink Music, I can connect this up to Wavelink and also have my audio going to Wavelink, and I can feed the Wavelink audio right into OBS as well. So I have a lot of audio channels I can mess with. So yeah, if I need to. All right. So we've gone over OBS, Mixline. The other thing I would recommend for your streams is using something like StreamerBot. There's Mix It Up. There's a bunch of these. But if you want to really customize your commands and everything, I use StreamerBot. There's the StreamerBot window. Let's see if I can... Boop. Oh my. That's a little too big. But here's StreamerBot. Let's see if I can just put it here. Increase size. There we go. Have all my actions. And there's a Discord. They have a wiki. Or, you know, I figured out some of this stuff, so you can ask me. But like !art brings up a plug for Zero, because Zero did all my backgrounds and everything, so yay. But yeah, again, if you look at StreamerBot, don't like it, there's Atom, there's Mix It Up, there's others. But it just allows another level of customization to your streams, and I find it very useful to do things I can't do with Nightbot or MooBot. So yeah, I highly recommend getting your own customizable bot program into there, because I use StreamerBot, and I'll be talking about StreamerBot more as they do more things to it. I really like StreamerBot. Let's see, what else do I have here? I'm looking through all my things. All right. And within OBS, there are a couple plugins I use, because I multi-stream to YouTube. I forgot the name of YouTube there. Wow. All right. Because I multi-stream to Twitch and YouTube, let me type in the OBS RMTP. I use the multiple RTMP outputs plugin. which you can find here. Now, if you want a multi-stream and you don't have, especially like fiber internet or ridiculous internet like I just got, you're probably going to, and you want to stream to Twitch and YouTube, you'll probably want to use something like Restream, which just handles everything. But if you have the bandwidth, you can use this. So I'm using OBS to stream to Twitch, and then this plugin will stream to YouTube for me. And it's very customizable. That's why I like it. If you use Restream, you're kind of just sending the same signal out to both places, but this allows you to customize wherever else you decide to stream. So if you have the bandwidth for it, use that. If you want to make it simple and easy on yourself, use Restream. Restream's probably going to be the best for like 90% of y'all. 98%. Most people just Restream it. But if you want that extra little bit of customizable, use that plugin for OBS. It's great. You can, and these captions here are from the OBS Google Caption plugin. Let's see here. Closed captioning via Google Speech Recognition. Yeah, here we go. Put that link in the chat as well. So that's what I'm using for closed captioning. I had to set it up to, let me look at how I have my caption set. Because that up there is not a default behavior. But this way, what you can do is you can select the font though. So I have the Open Dyslexic 3 regular font is being used for my captions above me. And because once you put this into OBS, you can change those however you want. I can change the size, I can change the color, can change what background there is. Everything you can do to text in OBS, you can do to these captions. And it just takes a minute to set up. Otherwise, these captions appear if you hit the caption button down below on Twitch. Since I started multi-streaming, I needed a solution where you could see the captions on Twitch and YouTube, and I could do this in theory on YouTube, but it just wasn't working, where you just hit the CC button and it adds an extra delay. So instead, I just decided captions for everybody, and I won't use the YouTube delay thing because YouTube requires you to use delay for live captions to go through. But if you want to do that, you can. And then you can set up something like I did here. Let's see here. And basically you're using the plugin, you're enabling the open caption thing, creating a text source, creating a text output, and just adding it to OBS. So, oh no, not creating text output. Never mind that thing. But yeah. So basically, you create a text source. In OBS, and then in this caption plugin, you go to the tab that says Open Captions, and you enable them, and you say your text source is whatever you named your text source. I named mine Captions just for ease, and then you'll get that display, and you can affect how they look and everything else like that. So I really like that solution for live captions. That's great. Let's see, what other software am I using? So of course, downloaded something right before stream, and I'm trying it now because I saw a video on it. Because I'm multi-streaming, I want to have both my chats up so that I can see them. You won't see them down here because that's a silly Twitch TOS thing, and I doubt they enforce it, but it's a Twitch TOS thing. But so I can... Whoa, that freaked me out a second. When some windows went away and everything good? All right, everything's good. But so I can see both my Twitch and YouTube chats. I was using a couple things, but there is something called Caster Labs, which has a lot more functions than I was expecting to play with. So I haven't, like I said, I just downloaded this before because I saw someone's video and they're like, hey, this is a great solution. I'm like, maybe it is. So let's try it. But if you go to casterlabs.co, right there, you can download the chat widget, try it for yourself. You can even dock it in OBS. So I made a custom channel dock in OBS. And I'm using that. So let's see here. I've covered captions, restreaming, audio mixing, the bot. Trying to think what other software I use. Let's see here. Oh, the other thing I've started doing in OBS concerning audio, and because this is audio software related, is in OBS I kind of separate out some channels. You don't have to do this. A lot of audio mixers, either the Rodecaster Duo or software audio mixers like Wavelink, or even Mixline, will have their own output thing, and everything goes through there. But I think I like it better when in OBS I have those channels separated out more. So I'll show you what I mean here. So I have, let me just, yeah, let's do the multiple thing, the infinity. Y'all get to see infinity again. Display capture, yeah, we'll do that. And then we want this monitor. Hey, look, it's infinite. Bear with me a minute here while I arrange this up. I just kind of want you to see the audio mixer thing. Oh, zoom. And oh, you can see my audio mixer, captions. Here's the RTMP output thing. Can click modify to change that if I need to. But let me increase all this. So you can see it. So as you can see, I have, well, Droid Cam. I can hide Droid Cam. I don't need to see that. That's another nice thing. If there's an audio source you're not using, you can mute it and you can hide it and just get rid of it. Make your audio mixer clean. So as you can see, Twitch alerts are on their own thing. And I have that volume adjusted in OBS because that was the best way I could get it to work. But as you can see, I have mic and Spotify. Now, in the Rodecaster Duo, I could just use a main mix for both of these. But I have Spotify separated because in OBS, you can say, okay, I want my Spotify audio to go to my live stream, but in case all my music that I play should be copyright free, but in case there is an issue, I have it so the VOD in Twitch doesn't get the Spotify list. So I have Spotify as a separate audio track. Just like that. Hey, JD Lady, welcome on in. but I can control that. I'm controlling that on the volume on the Rodecaster Duo. Right, because for me, physical sliders makes everything easier. But then all my audio, the section I have mic isn't quite my mic. It's everything. It's everything else. The applause. It's the air horn. It's the trombone. Right, so all my other audio, because all the other audio I have should be safe for work. I don't have to question it, even though I shouldn't have to question my Spotify audio on my VODs. Sometimes I do. So I just have those separated. So separate audio channels out as you need them. How do you add that Spotify mixer? And can you do it, for example, Discord, so I can hear them but not when recording? I don't know about Discord, but for that mixer there, there's a website called Amuse. Let me get that for you. And you basically connect your Spotify account to it, and you can set it up. Let's see here. Amuse, are you the right website? You are not the right website. Hold on. Muse Spotify widget. That works. Oh, you can get it on... There's a link to it on the OBS Studio Store, but... Oh, this is the right way. Okay, so if you want to... Let me go to the... I still don't think this is the right website I'm looking at. Let me go to the OBS widget and make sure I'm pointing you to the right website. Oh, because it's by 6K Labs. Right. Okay. So there is a Muse website. I don't want you to all get confused, because there is a Muse website that is music, but we're looking for this 6K Labs widget called Amuse. So you go here. I think you can add it to your Discord as well. Let me sign in and make sure. Yeah, and so you connect it to your Spotify, and they have instructions on how to do it. And you can link it to your Discord, so you can do that as well. And then on the website, you have a widget setting, and you can change how that looks. So I can, right now I have it boxy and vinyl. I hit this button, it'll change it. It changed the size isn't right for that, but yeah, I can change it to various ways, compact, even. I go with boxy. And you can make that a square. And I'm just clicking in their website. Once you connect it to your Spotify, you do have to go into your certain website on your Spotify thing. But again, all the instructions are there to do it. And it does look like you can. Cool, thanks. I tried. Yeah, give it a try. I really like it. But again, you want to go to 6klabs.com/amuse. If you just look up Amuse, that's an entirely different thing. But you want 6klabs.com/amuse. And here's the same link through OBS, just in case. But yeah. That's the plugin. I should try connecting it to my Discord sometime. But yeah, that's that link. And then I set up a button on my Stream Deck so I can play just play and pause Spotify without having to click over to it or anything like that. So yeah, and if you have questions or you want to share your setups, let me know in chat. Here, I'm gone about an hour, so yay, we've gone through the tech stuff. But if there's anything you think I've missed or you want some clarity on, please ask in chat. Otherwise, that will cover most everything I can think of. My brain's still going. What have I not mentioned something that I use? Here, I mentioned StreamerBot. Yay. Well, let me just look at my software. Let me look at the open software. Spotify. I use the Camera Hub for the Facecam Pro. Use StreamerBot. I'm trying out this new chat widget thing. I don't know if I'll stick with it, but it's using it. So, if you have any questions about streaming, or you want to know, like about the Spotify widget, and then for the I'm sorry, I call the. So if I, sorry, too many thoughts in my head. All right, so I call this Spotify Duo just to remind me that the Spotify is going through the Rodecaster Duo, but it's still its own separate channel, and it's not going through this channel here. So that's why this is called Spotify Duo. You can name your audio channels whatever you want. But that's why I call this Spotify Duo. It's not something you're going to see unless you decide to use the same naming conventions I use. So yeah, let me expand this out a bit so you see the sources. And let's see if you can see this window a bit. If I hit plus, oops, you can't quite see that window all the way. Let's extend up. All right. So basically what I did was plus, I went to, see, is this an audio output capture? Maybe. Audio output capture, which brings up this window here. This is where I named it Spotify Duo, right? So I can name it whatever. Hit OK. Then you get this window. And here's my Rodecaster Duo devices. So, as you saw in the Mixline window, I have the Rodecaster. I have Spotify going to the Rodecaster Duo secondary. So I chose Rodecaster Duo secondary right here as a separate channel, and then I took it out of the mix you're hearing my mic through on the Rodecaster Duo, so it's its own separate channel. And now I need to delete that. Remove. Yes. All right. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, going to do the usual news thing. Again, any questions you think of, please ask in chat. I will get to them as they appear, and be right back. About 5 minutes or so. Yay! All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's see what I thought of something while I was taking a break that we can also talk about is kind of the post-production stuff that I use. So once I have a VOD created, and if I need to get a oh wow, welcome back. Yeah. Thanks. If I need a video off of YouTube and for some reason I can't download it, there is a program called Stasher, which you can find at stasher.io right here. And you put the URL of the YouTube video in, and then you select the options you want to save that video as, and it does its magic, and then you get a copy of that video on your computer as a MP4 or whatever other selections it allows you to do. So it's a free program, very, very easy to set up and use. So that's one of the tools I've been using lately. And let's see here. For editing, I'm using DaVinci Resolve, which is, again, a great free editor. It's by Blackmagic Design, who does a lot of really good but expensive hardware for audio video folks. But DaVinci Resolve is free, or you can buy a studio version. Oh, you want to know more about Stasher? Okay, I will pull up that window then. Let me do. Oh, of course there's a new version. Okay, let's see. All right, let me set this up. And I'm just making sure I'm looking at to make sure I remember right where all the tools and things that we need are. Okay. So, oh, I'm done here. All right, I'm going to grab a URL to one of my videos for demonstration purposes. Doing it live. Okay, so here's the video where now because it's my own video, I could just download it. But if you didn't have that option for whatever reason and you needed the video, so I've grabbed my Tech Friday of the Rodecaster Duo, and let me get the window up for it. Okay. Do. Let's see your studio mode. Get rid of that one. Do this one. Okay. All right. I think we're set up. So you activate Stasher and demo window. Boom. So you let me get rid of that window. So you paste your URL. There's my video URL. Here's your settings. So best, worst. If you want MP4, just if you want to just capture the wave, the FLV, AAC, FLAC, whatever, you set it up here. And then where were the other settings? Was it tools? No, it wasn't tools. Oh, right. This icon right here. So we have it right now set to best. It'll be in MP4 when it's done. You can see I have it going to my Tech Friday folder on my hard drive. You click this one, and then, playlists can automatically split playlist URLs into threads, prompt for playlist, all this, subtitles, extras, subscriptions, networking. If you need to do something with that, I don't mess with that. Post-processing, cover art, keep video, audio quality, chapters, sponsor block. There's a lot you can do here. Advanced stuff that I'm probably not going to touch anytime soon. That's all there. And and you can donate because it's free software. And when you're ready to download it, you hit the button right here, and it starts. And it gives you file size, rate, estimated time. And then when it's done, I'm going to have an MP4 of this right in this file. Right in this file location. Right. So yeah, I really like their icon too that they have for the software. Pretty neat. But yeah, so you can take any YouTube URL, put it here, and yeah, get it. Because sometimes I've had problems downloading videos on YouTube as well, even if they're mine, and so having another option to do it, and I have MP4 of the video. Let me do. So yeah, and I can show you that it came up just a second here. D. And let me do a quick other studio mode thing, just to show you that it did the thing. And as you can see, right here with this number on it, that's our MP4. Right in the folder. And that's with the default settings. So yeah, that's Stasher. Again, Stasher.io, I think it was. Yeah, Stasher.io. It's still on screen. So yeah. So go there, get that. It's very useful. I like that. So that's another thing I use for post on top of DaVinci Resolve. And then sometimes for audio, actually often for audio, I will also use Audacity. Which is right here. And for if I want extra audio processing, I just stick it into Audacity. It's fairly easy to use, and then I'll export that out and then add that audio track to DaVinci Resolve and line it up with the video. And let's see. So I've mentioned DaVinci Resolve, Stasher, anything else I use currently. Oh, so this is mostly a me thing, but I am using a software so I can display my iPad screen on my PC. It's called Reflector 4. I showed that off a while ago. So you just download for whatever you need. It doesn't have to be an iPad, but it's by a company with the great name Air Squirrels. And I purchased this, so I got like a bundle with Reflector 4, and it's screen mirroring software. So when I wanted to show something off on my iPad, I can. Is there a free option? I believe so. You can try it. It's $20. You can try it. Yeah, there's a trial period, I think. So. But it's very handy. It makes it really easy to screen mirror. There is another thing you can do, which is hold on a second here. I got. Okay, it seemed like something was happening. Another thing you could do, and I just got this software. Where is it? Is it Moonlight? Yeah, Moonlight. So before I mention this can do this, let me double check here. Because Moonlight allows you to log into no, not the movie Moonlight. Not any music or anything like that. Software. Here we go. So Moonlight game streaming software, you can find it at moonlight.stream.org, will allow you to essentially not only could I play Moonlight Sonata piano piece, right? So here's this. So this works really well as well. So one of the things, what they want you to do with it. Well, you can use it however you like, but basically, I could play the Steam games on my PC over on my iPad if I wanted to. That's what it does. This version of their software is for Windows, and you need NVIDIA to use it, an NVIDIA game stream plugin to use it. However, there is a version where you don't need it, an NVIDIA thing, and you use multiple platforms. But what you can also do, it's also a way to remote into your PC. So you could ideally like remote to your iPad probably or something like that and display it there for free. That might be a little more tricky than just using Reflector for. Their other version is called something like Sunlight or Sunshine, something like that. But yeah, you can have an NVIDIA card. You can use Moonlight. Otherwise, there is, I want to say it's called Sunshine. I don't remember. Yeah, Sunshine. So Sunshine lets you use whatever. Here's Sunshine. But no monthly fees or anything like that. And again, it lets you remote into whatever thing you have. So 2 options. I do recommend Reflector for $20. It's quite nice. Let's see here. What else do they have? They have missed out on naming a product as easily, right? I mean... So yeah, and Reflector, the Reflector 4 people also have the software called AirParrot 3, which is screen mirroring and streaming app. So I got them as a bundle cheap on a sale. Oh, they still have a bundle, so you can save over 20% if you... So you can bundle them together for $34 roughly. That's a one-time fee. Or you can just get Reflector 4 for $20 and use that. So yeah. So check those out. Again, there's probably other ways to do it, but Reflector is really easy to use. And let's see here. So I use that for demos. Other things I use are... What is this plugin called? I gotta look up a plugin on the Stream Deck here. Is this called Mouse Spotlight? Is that the actual name? No. So which one of these things does the thing that I was doing? Anyway, when you see the little red dot or the microphone on a window that I use, so when I press one of these buttons here to to make the dot form. That's another thing I use, but I can't remember the name of it because it's not called what it is. But that's other software I use, and I can just hit the button again to make it go away. And let's look over software one more time. Yeah, I think that wraps up all the stuff I use or have been using. And if you have any questions, again, please let me know. Otherwise, we will just get into new stuff I find interesting for the rest of the time here. We got about half hour left, so. Let's see here. Oh, what's this? Twitch quickly reverses policy that went too far, allowing some nudity. So that just happened today. Moving forward, depictions of real or fictional nudity won't be allowed on Twitch. Writing that the policy was updated in response to user requests that Twitch allow the thriving artist community to Twitch to utilize the human form in their art. Right. And then a number of people did things that... Okay. So if you want to read this article about the policy they released yesterday and now the reverse course of it today, there it is in Ars Technica. I don't feel like reading all that right now, but know that that is there and happened. Let's see, anything else interesting here? Here, I'll put on a little music while I'm looking. Turn it down a bit. Oh, and so if you're looking for a new MacBook Air or a new iPad, March 2024 will be your time to see those. That's when they are rumored to be released. So if you're looking to upgrade or those interest you, yeah, look forward to March. All right. Engadget already has an article, the best laptops for 2024. Okay. I guess you're peering into the future a bit. Seems a bit early, but yeah, I get it. All right. And there's a bunch of holiday gift guides. Won't go through those, but if you're looking for tech gifts for people, there's a bunch of guides available this time of year. So when the iPads get a refresh, the iPad Pro will probably have an OLED screen. And looking, all sorts of buying guides, deals, coupons, software. Okay. And then, if you have any tech things you like this week, let me know. Otherwise, we're moving into TTRPG space. And we'll just go through these one at a time. I think there's a couple Humble Bundles available with RPG stuff. Okay, I'm not interested in anything that site has to say. Alright, not much there. Fine. Oh, wait. What's this? May have found something. Apparently there is a Baldur's Gate 3 Advent calendar, which allows you to get some digital downloady things. So if you're interested in that, there's that link. If you play The Last of Us Online, that is being shut down. There's that article. And, okay, I will share one gift list because I like the boxes and stuff. They have a very short list of anime box sets that'll make perfect holiday gifts. So there's a few listed here. I know it's not RPG news necessarily, but yeah. Alright, what else do we have here? Okay. Okay, what's here? Nothing there. I just went over this. Just looking at articles now and enjoying the weekend, relaxing. Oh, Interesting. Check this out. Oh, this was put up months ago. Okay. So, no. Don't need that. That was months ago. And that was months ago. Okay. So, nothing new there. Alright. This... Alright. So that'll wrap that up. Wow. Yeah. Coming to the end of the year, so not much more. Anyway, if you have questions, now's your time to ask. Let me double check what I have here. Yeah, stuff being asked. So we have 2 more Tech Fridays next week. I don't know. But the final Tech Friday of the year on the 29th, I believe, will be just a review of the most fascinating stuff I found in 2023 that relates to tech and streaming. Not necessarily released in 2023, but stuff I was like, ooh, this is neat, and I found it this year. So, because some stuff I can't remember when it was released. But we'll go over that. And let's see here. Probably have a guest. Hopefully have a guest for that one. And if you're going to GaryCon, I will be at GaryCon in March. I will have a producer panel as soon as I get it's confirmed. They just have to put it in their schedule somewhere. So, yay. Once that happens, I can go, here's the link. Please sign up. In January, I'm going to be interviewed. Yeah. So I will post the wins and wheres of that as soon as they say I can. But yeah, so an interview with me. That'll be great. Also in hopefully January, I will be starting the long talked about TTRPG actual play for a channel, and once that gets announced, I'll be posting that everywhere. So look for that news as well. If there's any other news, oh, I did at PAX U. I hired KP to do. I took one of the headshot slots from. I'm getting a couple of those edited, so I will have new headshots. Yay. I know I might be the only one excited about that, but hey, they're going to be the shots you see of me everywhere, so get used to those. Let's see. What else? Okay. All right. Because it's holiday time, one of the ways you can support me is I have a Throne gift list. And that's right here. So if you want to do that, it's there. There's all sorts of stuff on it if you dig through it. So yeah, it's quite lovely. And I think that will do it for today. I'm getting kind of hungry, so probably a good time to stop and get some food in me. Let's see who's on. We can go over and raid. Let's see here. Who of my friendly friends is on? Yeah, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. All right, Sirius still on. Oh, Sirius's last stream of the year. So yeah, let's go say hi to Sirius. And thanks for coming in. Again, if you think of any questions you have that of anything I've talked about during this show, please reach out to me or come back next week for whatever I'm doing on That Tech Friday. And yeah, ask away. All right. Thanks for streaming. Have a great weekend. Yeah, you too. So thank you all for being here. Please be kind to yourselves. Be kind to others. And I will see you all on Monday, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Talk to you all then. Bye.